very good morning to you, Prime Minister, you devilish soul, you. You've just interrupted Mike Hoskin's show. No one does that, Prime Minister.
I know, but I did it. And he enjoyed it, actually. It was obviously boring talking to Annette King and Stephen Joyce. They need to be livened up a bit.
Well, you know that he's very pro-Labour, though, don't you?
Oh.
You know Hoskin is very pro, let's give stuff away, let's look after the lower economic factor.
Yeah. No, I'm on with him every Monday morning. I talk a bit of sense to him.
So
Not as much sense as I do, of course, on a Friday morning.
No,
I talk to you.
you're unbelievable at the moment. So what is the political environment like? Do they still love you out there, John?
Well, we hope so. But, you know, as every year goes by, it gets tougher. But we're hanging in there.
I just don't know.
Well.
I just don't know how you do it. I sit back with you and go the number of hours and the amount of crap that you must have to put up with on a daily basis.
Well, last night's was the creme de la creme on TV3 when they had this little tweet that had come from my office, which was showing how we've got more nurses and more doctors in the health system, and we used, apparently, a male stick figure as a doctor and a female as a nurse, so we're a bunch of sexists now. That is insane. I'm sorry, my doctor's a female, so putting that to one side.
Are we becoming 2PC in this country?
Well, that one last night was, in my view.
But
if we want to go through all of the...
You know the things. You've got a sense of humour, right? And you come out and you say some stuff and that's your personality, but you get caned for it. Have you now had to be more cognizant of what you can and can't say?
Yeah, you've got to think about it. But on the other side of the coin, the important thing to understand is, you know, New Zealanders are laid-back, casual, relaxed people who have a bit of a sense of humour. And to be perfectly frank, you know, just because some journalist says they don't like it, doesn't mean that the public don't like it. So I kind of ride over a bit of it.
So do you think then, under that term, that I'm a midget?
You're bigger than a dwarf. I saw that program last night. I was home, actually. You're bigger than a dwarf. I mean, a hobbit. Yeah, you might make it as a hobbit.
5'8.5" on a powerful day. 5'8.5".
Yeah, I'm 5'10". I am a towering giant compared to you.
You are a towering giant.
I'm playing that giant of golf.
Yeah, actually, this is the great thing about what you get to do. You get to do some incredible things. This has got to be up there on the bucket list, doesn't it? Playing with someone like a Greg Norman.
Yeah, Greg Norman, Steve Williams. So it's from what I can see, it's a charity type thing. They're raising money. He's been out here doing a bunch of different things. There's a whole bunch of teams. He's playing with a lot of them, but I'm one of those fours he's going to play.
What is interesting is that even when I go out and play in those sort of corporate gigs, I think people are going to be going, look at Veitch, can't swing. But you've actually got a pretty decent swing.
Yeah, my swing's all right. I'm not too worried. I mean, famous last words, we'll see how it goes, but I'm not too worried.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You don't want to make an absolute goose of yourself, do you, in front of Greg Norman? Although, let's be honest.
Everyone will. But, you know, with the cricket, remember when I did that cricket thing where they did... Warnie bowled, yeah. Okay, so I've literally never played cricket other than backyard cricket.
You were absolutely nervous I'm trying to find the right word.
Yeah, packing one. So the thing was that normally at work, millions of things come along and I'll say yes or whatever, and then everyone will be fine with it. That was the one where the main guy who knows everything about sport, Grant Johnson, my sports advisor, who will be listening this morning. Good on you, Boff. So he's the man. He was like, "Don't do it. You're making a huge mistake. You should never do it." He was grizzly with me for the whole week because I went on it, and so even he started making me nervous. And then just before I went out there, Stephen Fleming came up to me and went, "Oh, we might have this wrong, you know." It was like, that's a really confidence-enhancing thing. We might have this wrong. No, I said, I will keep my head down, and boom.
Because
there were the fours.
It wasn't boom. It was more of
boom.
It was more of...
It was like...
A niggly little left-handed...
Step aside, Ross Taylor. Oh, that's right. Well, that has happened. But step aside, Ross Taylor. I'm there for you, Black Caps.
Yeah. I hope you've rung Ross Taylor and seen he's okay. Have you done that?
I haven't, but he's a good man, Ross Taylor. So is Brendan McCullum. I mean, that's sport, isn't it? I guess, it's like politics.
When you're out there with the Norman, the big one, if he gives you any grief, just remind him 1996 US Masters 6-shot lead, blew it by a hole number 9. And let me know what he says.
I had a great one, actually. I was playing this charity classic with Laurie Mains. So anyway, after about 3 holes, he is absolutely whipping me. So we get to the 4th and I go, "You guys were poisoned in South Africa, right?" Well, the next 5 holes, 6 holes, that's all we heard. So we get to the 9th, he goes, "I don't know what's happened to my game." I went, "Well, you probably just lost a bit of concentration. It's quite windy out here today." It was a classic.
It's true. I played with him at Jack's Point, and exactly the same. It went on for about 7 or 8 holes, and he's going, "You know what, you guys in the media, you guys need to understand we should be allowed to talk about this sort of stuff." He has not let it go, has he?
It was funny. He's a good golfer, though. Yeah, he's a really good, nice guy and a good golfer.
Hey, who have you loved? Just quickly, because we're running out of time. Who have you loved this year in New Zealand sport? What has rocked your world, John Key?
Mahi Drysdale when he won, because like I said last week, I really liked the fact he won. Lisa Carrington came from nowhere.
Great guns.
Great guns. And the fun event was the Fast Five, fun enough, when I went along and watched the girls. Came out, did their Gangnam style dancing.
Yeah.
Pole. There was Katrina Grant, leading the charge. And what was nice is the England team spontaneously joining in.
All right.
It was a fun event.
Before I let you go, because this is what I always do to you, John. Yep. Hopefully we won't make the papers again. We've got the camera in here. Ed on camera. Stand up for me now.
Yes.
Stand up for me now. John, just give me your best white man dance. This is going to go everywhere. Off you go. Just give me something. Yeah, that's it. See?
Yeah. Okay, I'm in. But, I don't think I'm going to knock PSY off. That's the way it goes.
No, you're a good man. Enjoy it against Greg Norman. Remember, keep your head down and just ask him how many millions he's worth. He's worth about 700, 800 million.
He's worth a lot of cash. Swing through the ball.
Great to see you. And great year once again having you on the program, John. I really appreciate it.
If it's breezy, swing it easy.
Oh,
see you later. We've got it all.
He's got the terminology.
I know.
You're just on fire.
Thank you. Goodbye.